remember when I was in shape. Not a bad-looking guy, I'm telling you.
Play action fakes into pass end zone. Yes, touchdown.
Hi, and welcome to Geno's Pick Season 10 finale, Super Bowl Extravaganza. What a season it's been. 54, 46, that's math. Divided by 100, move the decimal, 54% against the spread, making money. But we got a lot to talk about because we're picking everything. So let's get to it, people. My first pick, the coin toss. Nothing lets you know you're a degenerate gambler more than using a 25-cent coin to try and win the value of a Bitcoin. But that's what we do every year to open the best day of gambling all year. Well, until next month when it's March Madness. But then you're done until April because you got the Masters. But then it's over till May. You got the Derby. You know what I'm getting at. All right, fun fact. This year the NFL will be flipping something well before the coin toss. Hopefully the opinion of every NFL fan that is pissed about the national anthem by having, you see this, 15 recipients of the Medal of Honor come out for the toss, with the honor of that toss going to 94-year-old World War II veteran Woody Williams, who fought in the Battle of Iwo Jima. His real first name is Herschel, but he picked up the nickname Woody after the battle because that's what 3 of his 4 limbs are now made out of. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Look at this guy. That's him. I swear to God. Something tells me Woody was a nickname he earned because it's what he got every time he stabbed a Jap with a bayonet. Haven't even gotten to the game. All right. Either way, the Woodman will be surrounded by 14 other Medal of Honor recipients, 10 of which will be Vietnam vets, which is why I'm guessing Patriots defensive back Patrick Chung doesn't come out of the tunnel before kickoff. I love myself. In the meantime, just know that while tails has come up 27 times and head just 24, it's a streaky thing, as it has come up tails the last 4 tosses, but before that, had come up head 5 straight times before that. So use your goddamn common sense and realize heads is due for so many different reasons, which is awesome for those 10 Vietnam vets. They love looking at flat faces lying at their feet. Take heads. My next pick, the over-under on the national anthem is 2 minutes even. I don't know what you're thinking, but excuse me, I do know what you're thinking. I didn't think I knew now. Hold on. I know what you're thinking. Drink me. I know what you're thinking. This is a layup. As Doylestown, PA native Pink, you know, I swear to God, Sarah's mother was her teacher. She'll call. Doylestown, PA native Pink is performing the anthem in front of her hometown Philadelphia Eagles. So she's going to milk it and go way long, right? Wrong, because you're looking at the wrong loyalty. Talk about a theme. Her father, Mr. Pink, you see the teeth on Buscemi, was a Vietnam vet as well. So I'm guessing she grew up learning to respect the flag and having whiskey at breakfast, not important. And she will make her daddy proud, singing it in perfect time. The only thing you would have to worry about is if she pulled an Alicia Keys or Lady Gaga and played the piano. Don't worry, she never learned because she's an Eagles fan and she needed to save her hand for fist fights. Love me. Which is why my gut says take the under. Well, that and because I would be a hypocrite if I told you to go for more than 2 minutes when staring at Pink when it's this hot. Take the under. The annual prop bet, the over, we nailed it last year with Julio Jones. The over-under for receptions by Danny Amendola, 4 and a hook. Here's a stat everyone couldn't stop talking about last week when the Patriots, who are the away team, opted for the home team, opted for the away white jerseys despite being home. Not only have the Patriots won the Super Bowl the last 3 times they've worn white, but 12 of the last 13 Super Bowl winners have worn white jerseys. But the thing that amazes me isn't how the Patriots keep winning with white jerseys. It's how they keep winning with white people. As evidenced by the fact that in last year's game, 14 of Brady's 20 passes to wideouts went to the clan of Amendola, Chris Hogan, and Julian Edelman, and I don't see that stopping. And don't say, Geno, they didn't have Brandon Cooks last year. Yeah, you don't have to remind me or Tom Brady, who has seen Cooks drop just about every other ball thrown his way this season. Brady has given Cooks more dirty looks in one season than Gordon Ramsay did in 17. He's the Hell's Kitchen. Doesn't matter. Amendola is the guy he'll look for in the pinch. Take Amendola over 4.5 catches. What's that, Garrett? There's a football game? You don't say. The Eagles are getting 4.5. That number sounds familiar. From the Patriots in Minnesota. in what was the most staggering of any Super Bowl facts brought to my attention in the last week. Did you know that last year's 34-28 6-point victory by the Patriots was their largest margin of victory in any of their 5 Super Bowl wins? And why would they blow anyone out? You don't get extra points for doing that. You just need to show up and win, and that is what Belichick always seems to do. And if you're focused on the fact that Nick Foles is a backup QB that you don't think belongs here, you're missing the point that he is a man who has been a starter before, that has led his team, this very Eagles team, to the postseason. What you should be focused on is how balanced the team the Eagles have, with a rushing attack led by Ajayi, who since coming to Philly midseason, ready for this, averaging 5.8 yards a carry, and if you average in his 10 catches for 91 yards, Ajayi is averaging 6.2 yards every time he touches the ball. If people were paying any less attention to all of his touches, he'd be working for U.S. Gymnastics. Da-da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. And speaking of forcing his way into holes, I love Gary. The Eagles' offensive line has been pushing people around all season, allowing their well-rested defense to do the same thing when they come on. And that is why the Eagles will win the battle at the line of scrimmage, which is huge. So don't be concerned about putting your money on Foles, as even if he wasn't as dominating in the final 3 regular season games, it's because the Eagles knew they were already in the postseason, and they were slowly acclimating Foles to the offense, and he did everything they needed to do to win by any means in every game that matters, even if it means a late TD in this one to win and cover, because what better city than Philadelphia, who greased their poles with Crisco to ease this one in through the back door. It's butt sex. Tell him to leave. E-A-G-L-E-S. Eagles! I love that he did that. You're the best. Dude, I can't. I hate that he did that because now I'm going to double my bet. That is such good luck. Which brings me to my double your money. We're going to bet the total. The total on the game is 47.5. I wrote this one on the train ride over, and you know I love that. Here's a fun fact. The Patriots have not scored in the opening quarter of the Super Bowl in any of their past wins, which makes me think you would want to take the first half under, but I'm sure Vegas factored that in. I was leaning towards the under because, like every Patriots game, only one team seems to score in each half. Not to mention the last 2 Super Bowls the Pats played in were still under after 4 quarters. But I am sorry. I have to take the over in this game for the simple fact that this game is being played indoors after both of these teams played a string of games in brutal cold, and that always favors an offense, especially when you're playing in a perfectly controlled climate. I remembered the joke before I even got to it, of U.S. Bank Stadium, meaning the only time you'll hear the phrase, there's a nip in the air, is when one of those Vietnam vets has a flashback of the time he pushed a Viet Cong out of his helicopter mid-interrogation. Take the over 47.5. Guys, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for 10 great seasons. Those are Geno's picks. Booyah. This is great.